where we see Corio at the end of the first quarter. 5 goals for 34. Leigh District's 1 goal 3-9. And this second quarter is proudly brought to you by the Geelong Football Umpires League. Leigh District's kicking with what breeze there is at the moment. She's died completely, David.
After that shower of rain, the very heavy shower, it seems to have died away. It's got very dark here now.
Yes.
And yeah, perhaps the advantage that was there in the first quarter for Corio may not be there for Leigh Districts in the second. Big Stewart still in the ruck. He was the best player on the ground in the first quarter. Let's see how he goes in the second. Immediately knocks the ball 25 metres towards his attacking zone, but picked up by Eves. And Eves fires out the hand pass, and Leigh Districts come away, and they go into attack up towards half forward. Over the back, here's a chance for the player running on a bit in Totten. Wants to do something with it, goes backwards with the hand pass, puts his teammate there, Donaldson, under a bit of pressure, but he's good enough to get away, and Donaldson steers the ball into the forward line. Oh, beautiful mark by McCone. McGillah
Beautiful.
took a beauty, backing back with the one hand. Wants to play on immediately and does, and he kicks with the right foot out towards centre wing. Bit of body work going on out there, and a mark behind the back. It fell into his arms. Might be Donaldson again. He kicks the ball across to the centre of the ground, and diving, taking the mark is Craig Eves.
He's played quite well for Leigh Districts here so far this afternoon. Eves from the centre of the ground now casually kicks the ball down to half forward.
Oh! The luckiest goal of all time there. Lionel Harvey didn't know it was going to get near him. Player in front of Corio just sort of thought, I had it. The wind might have swirled that one. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And Donaldson, him right in the breadbasket, and he's going to have a shot. We haven't played a minute in the first quarter yet. This will be a pretty good one for Leigh Districts to kick early in the piece.
As the rain tumbles down here, Harvey comes in, a beautiful kick off the boot, but he's hooked it. It doesn't even make the distance. Down to the square. McCone thumps the ball out towards the boundary line. Over it goes, and we'll have a throw in.
Sotomarco almost got the foot on that, laying on his back there for a goal, but wasn't quite able to touch it, and it's a boundary throw in close to the behind post down there. Boundary umpire's ready now, puts it back into play. Up goes big Sotomarco, knocks it down to the run there of might have been Kennedy going through. Cations is in there. The ball goes out towards half-back. They've got a chance to get out of defence here, Corio, with a good hand pass over the top. Finds his teammate, gives it back to him, can't pick up the player. Now Mott said it was. Kicks it with the right foot towards the centre wing. Oh, a lot of body work going on again. They all forgot to go to the footy. And here's McKenzie firing the kick into the forward line for Corio. Out comes the big fella Boothroyd, held without the footy. Play on the call. Here's a chance for Donaldson playing well. Gives it to Truan, and Truan just tumbles a punt to half forward. It's going to be downfield. Wasn't a good kick, but he was under a lot of pressure and was hit after he kicked that one. And we're going to see a free kick paid down the ground, and it might be Craig Eves to take it. He's had plenty of the footy in this game so far.
Yes, Boothroyd a bit stiff. Eves handball over to Cations on the runs. Put him under pressure. His handball down there goes straight off one attack. Kicks the ball down towards the centre. Players miss the ball, goes straight through them. Hassett's first back onto the ball now, half-back flank. Spears it out here looking for Truan on centre wing. Up he goes, and a very strong
good mark, Truan. Good mark, that backing back. The ball's getting greasy now too as he spears the kick. The kick doesn't match the mark. It's a shocker. And he's picked out Mark Brown. And he comes away on that left foot of his. Kicks it into the forward line. Here comes Hassett. Kicking the ball out of the fence. His kick's not a good one. McDowell nearly marks for Corio. Fires out the hand pass to his teammate in Mickey O'Toole. And O'Toole kicks to the lead of the half forward of the player there. Couldn't mark in McKenzie. In he goes after it again. McKenzie picks it up. Kicks with the left foot into the goal square. Backing back. Boothroyd's marked it. Right in the 10-metre square. Good play there by McKenzie. Couldn't take that pass, but went in and got it again, and he's found the big fella Boothroyd, who could not possibly miss.
Well, if Boothroyd kicks this, it's really going to put the pressure on Leigh Districts. Bad play down here on centre wing to kick that ball back into the centre. Good persistent play then by Corio. Come out of defence. Boothroyd's got the chance now to kick a goal. Comes in, slide angle. The drop, oh, gee whiz, I tell you what, he's missed it, he hooked it and missed it.
Give a Blake a rap. I said he couldn't possibly miss. I could have handballed that one through. He was that close in. 1 point only to Rod Boothroyd. That's 1 goal, 1 and 1 out of bounds. Kicked 10 goals last week in a losing score. He's not quite on the ball today with his accuracy.
I thought the kiss of death brain wasn't here this afternoon, but it looks as though you've taken over from him.
Gee, you'd think you'd be pretty safe there, wouldn't you? He couldn't miss that if he tried. But he did. And now we've got to wait for the ball to come back from, looks like the tennis courts over the back there. He kicked it a long way out of the park. Ian Ferguson waiting happily in the rain. It's with him now.
Right, Ferguson kicks the ball in. He's got Cations leading into the pocket and takes a mark. He can run on. There's no one on his mark. Oh, he didn't take very good advantage of it. Kicks it down here. Boyle has 2 attempts. Runs back onto the ball now. Socket off the ground by Eves. But it's all Corio back here, coming across the front of the pack, taking the ball across the line. Good play there for Corio by Daryl McKenzie. Right, boundary umpire with the ball on centre wing, just to the left of us as we see Big Stewart's in the ruck. In the ball comes Stewart's there. Tapped down though by Robinson. He goes in after the ball again. It's picked up for Corio and kicked forward from by O'Toole. Down towards the pocket. Boothroyd leading out there. He overruns the ball. Through his legs it goes out of bounds and we'll have a throw in between forward pocket, half forward flank. Corio's attacking into the ground.
Well, the rain getting heavier now. That lead they've got, Corio, could be worth an extra 4 or 5 goals now, Barry. That rain's getting very heavy.
Right, boundary umpire to bring this ball back into play. In it comes, up they go. Robinson from behind, a big thump, gains about 10 metres, but it's across the line again and another throw-in will take place.
Boundary umpire's got it now. He took a bit of time to get hold of that one. Stewart going to do the ruck work again for Corio, opposed to Robertson.
Comes to ground. Truan sockets it off the ground. Doesn't go much distance. Going in strongly there for Corio is Brown. He picks the ball up, gives it across to his teammate Hutchison. He's kicked to the forward pocket, finds Jolly, and Jolly takes it.
No, he tried to get it, didn't David Jolly? I think he was a bit stiff, actually. I think Frank Popiani did knock the ball out of his hand, but Jolly takes it, goes across the face, a goal. Oh, put the player Ferguson on the mallet. Picked up by Boothroyd. He couldn't miss this one. Bang! He's got me right this time, Rodney Legs, Boothroyd. That's his second goal. Shocking kick. Poor play by an experienced campaigner like David Jolly. Shouldn't do those things on a wet day. The kick had to be centimetre perfect. It wasn't. Ferguson under pressure. Boothroyd thought it was his birthday and kicks his second goal.
Yes, Jolly went crook before, and when the kick across towards the centre evaded him, well, I tell you what, he didn't learn from it because he's just made the same mistake himself. Right, at the 7-minute mark of the second quarter on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock, Corio have got another one on the board, and the
Geelong
ball's...
Football Umpires League scoreboard shows Corio 41 lead, Leigh Districts 9. A big margin there, 32 points, and the rain teeming down. It's more like 60 points in this sort of weather, Barry.
Yes, it is, David, but I believe that Leigh Districts are bringing themselves undone by foolish play here this afternoon.
Yeah, been undisciplined quite a bit of their stuff. Still waiting on the ball to come back from. He's put another one over into the tennis courts or something there, Rod Boothroyd. Doesn't muck around with the kicks at all.
I don't know whether Leigh District's coming here this afternoon thinking, well, this is only another Division 1 side. We've beaten 2 in the last 2 weeks. We're going to beat this one, but I tell you what, Corio are going to make them earn it. And as I said, I believe that they're also bringing themselves undone by their foolish play.
They're pretty fired up, Corio. They're pretty keen to win this, I'd say. They looked very keen when they came out on the ground. They've been first to the footy. They've had good little players in Popiani getting to the ball pretty quickly. And also the wingman doing well, Mark Brown. Back into the centre, the umpire. They got a new ball. Up goes Stewart, wins the hit down. Goes straight into the glue pot now in the centre, getting slippery. It slips out towards Popiani, but taken away by Leigh Districts. They tumble it towards Roweth. Gone too far for him. Coming out Motzer, taps the ball to the ground. O'Toole gathers it, kicks on the left foot, close to the fence. Good educated kick. It's close to the boundary line. Chance for Hassett. Hassett slips over. They'll all be slipping now at the crucial stage. Good enough to pick up and go round on that left foot of his.
That's better.
And finds his teammate in Ogle. Ogle goes across the ground. He's got a lead on, but it's intercepted. Oh, player run over the top of the footy. They're going to get away with this. It's come out of defence with a nice kick towards half forward. Up they go in front. No one able. Robertson grabs it. Handballs over the top. Here's a chance for them to come out of defence. Motson handballs across to McGill and McCone. And McCone kicks out towards O'Toole. O'Toole, the short, stocky player, beaten for it on this occasion by Darren Roweth, who fires the handball back towards Steve Donaldson's got plenty of pace. Gets the kick in just in time down to the forward line. Up went the big fella there, and Kennedy unable to mark. Can they get away from it here, Corio? Here's a chance. Short kick come out. Popiani's the chance. He needs to grab this. Spun off the ball as he goes for it. Thrown off the footy now, and the umpire says held to him, and I'll ball it up half forward flank with Leigh Districts into attack.
Right, the ball on half forward line, as you say, for the Leigh District side. The umpire's going to throw this one in the air. Up it goes. Stewart and Robertson. And Robertson gets a tap down. Jolly down there. Couldn't do anything with it all. Leigh player waited for it to come to him, and good play. Brown got it away from him. Leigh slip over at the crucial stage again. It comes out where we see Corio get a quick kick down towards centre half forward. A bit of pushing and shoving down there. Stewart first onto the ball. Gets it out to Boyle. Boyle with a long kick down towards the forward line. Boothroyd running back with the flight of the ball, but it's gone across the line, out of bounds on the full, and Ferguson to take the relieving kick.
Deserved better, I thought, to Jason Stewart. Little toe poke over the turf there was very good play to give the chance to Boyle, but he was offline, and And Ian Ferguson just retrieving his own footy. There's not a very big crowd here. No kids out on the rain to get it back to him, so he's had to jump the fence and get it.
Right, Ferguson's kicked a high kick down towards centre half back over the heads of the players. It goes coming through strongly, McDowell, but he loses the ball. He's got support there. Comes out where Boyle gets a kick, but it comes off the player back to Stewart. Stewart allows his teammate to pick it up at centre half forward, and a little chip kick out here towards half forward, and a good mark taken out here by Greg Hutchison.
Nice kick from Mark Brown, getting it across to him there. Steady, but he had the
pass.
Yeah, good lead. Good play, Hutchison. Put it out in front of Boothroyd, out on the lead, and he's going to have about his third or fourth shot for goal in the quarter. We've played 11 minutes on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock. Rockies out there at Corio Village for all your locksmith needs.
Right, Boothroyd kicking from just inside 50 on a 45-degree angle, lining up for number 3 for the afternoon. Right, Boothroyd coming in, taking plenty of time over this kick. Lines them up, the drop punch, straight through to centre it goes. There's another, it wavered at the end, but I think it's made it. Yes, it has. That wind's a bit deceiving when it gets the ball, gets up high.
Oh, and it across the finish, but a beautiful goal. Lovely kick from Rodney Boothroyd. That's 3 goals, 1 today and 1 out of bounds. So he's having a fair day. Ian Ferguson certainly got his hands full down there, particularly the way they're delivering the ball to him. There hasn't been much pressure from the backmen as the ball's kicked towards Boothroyd, and a quick lead, and if the ball's delivered well, he's well out in front of Ferguson. He's been able to kick 3 goals, and we've played 12 minutes into the second quarter on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock. And the Geelong Football Umpires League scoreboard shows Corio 7 goals, 547, leading Leigh Districts. They're annihilating Leigh Districts, 1 goal, 3-9, and they need to get a move on the Leigh Districts boys, Barry, because this rain really is going to upset their style of play, I feel.
Yes, it is. As umpire Mutt's up with the ball in the centre, throws it up high, up they go. Big Stewart brings the ball to turf for Parney, gets it, kicks it straight down the centre of the ground, where coming across nicely and taking a good mark is a Leigh District player in the back line. Dyer, I think it is. Yes, it is. Spears the ball out here looking for Hassan. He takes a good mark, half-back flank, plays on quickly, kicks it down here towards half-forward, and mark spilt there by Sotomarco. No, Hilder it was. He's back in there. Grab with the ball. Bit tough. And the free kick's paid to Corio. Handball across to Stewart. Sees him move the ball quickly down towards centre half forward. Up they go. Dyer from behind brings the ball to turf. He's back onto it now. Being held without the ball. Play on the umpire calls. Where we see Corio through Brown. Get a chip kick around the corner. Picked up here in defence for Leigh District. Spears the pass out here. No one home except all Corio. For Parney picks the ball up. Dodging and weaving. Caught with it for mine. Play on, the umpire says. Spears the pass back in towards the centre, and Hutchison comes across and takes a mark. Right, Hutchison now goes straight across the ground. He's got a teammate over there in the agency of Thompson. He can't pick the ball up. He's got backup support. Socket off the ground nicely there by Jennings for the Leigh District side. Over the line it goes, and we'll have another throw in.
Bit of a mop-up operation on the commentary box at the moment. The rain teeming down, a little bit coming through onto us here. As the boundary umpire puts it back into play, Stewart's going to get this unattended, easy as you like. Give it down towards his teammate in Brown, fires out the hand pass, goes back to Big Stewart, runs like a rover, doesn't kick like one, into the forward line, punched away from Boothroyd. Out comes Ferguson over the top of opponents, gathers the footy, his hand pass is mulled, in they go. Chance Donaldson fires the hand pass out for Leigh Districts, goes straight there to Darryl McKenzie of Corio. He kicks the ball across the ground and finds Micko. Micko too on the left foot, kicks it into towards the leader. Boothroyd's out again. Boyle, is it?
Yes.
Certainly is. You're right, Barry. That's where he's been leading all the time, Boothroyd, and I thought that might have been him, but it's the number 9 player, not the number 8. And Philip Boyle's going to have this shot at goal while we do some more running repairs in the commentary box here. It must be wetter in here than it is outside, I think. Boyle kicks, the wind swinging it back, but it won't be far enough, and it's just 1 point only on the board, off the boot of Philip Boyle.
Do you want me to worry about it now?
Ferguson just picking up the footy for the Leigh District side to put the ball back into play.
Right, Ferguson now comes in, kicks to the far side, half-back line now. Good kick over 50. Out it goes. Truan goes up, couldn't take the mark. Over the back of the package grab for Corio there by McKenzie. He's kicked down towards the forward line, is intercepted, but they're first back onto it through Stewart again. Jamie Stewart, this is ridden into the ground. Play on, the umpire calls as it's flipped out to Jolly. Jolly now spears the pass around looking for ease on centre wing. And out of bounds it goes on the fall. A bad kick there by Jolly. And Corio to take the free kick on half-forward flank, and it'll be taken for them by Darryl McKenzie.
Cold, wet day. Players have to fetch the ball. Mackenzie's got the free kick, so his teammates told him to jump the fence and get it himself. Rain still tumbling down outside and inside the box as Darryl McKenzie takes the kick and kicks to centre half forward. Up goes Boyle, but
Good
can't
play.
mark. Hassett tackles him just as he's about to kick it. Comes to Truan. Truan gives it a Hassett. Hassett's got to get rid of it. He does on the left foot. Spears a pass in. It's a good one. And he's found his teammate in Craig Eves. Eves runs around the man on the mark and kicks them into attack. Over the top of the packet spills. Out they come, the defenders there. McCone it was. Tapped the ball in front of him. Was good footy. Players diving on top, but here's the chance for Mark McDowell to get a short kick in. It's smothered. Punch back from whence it came. It lands in the arms there of McKenzie. And McKenzie kicks them into attack, but Eves backing back takes the defensive mark. Fires out a hand pass to Jolly. They have wasted the footy. Jolly's going to be good enough to get away with this. Stewart chases, but Jolly kicks, pushed as he kicked down the field. Yeah, well called, Barry Walker. It was just after he kicked, correct call. And the free kick going downfield here. We're just waiting to see who's going to take this one.
I tell you what, Stewart's got some pace, though. He made up about 10 yards on Jolly.
This is David Hilda with the ball on the far side of the ground, kicking Leigh Districts into attack up towards half forward, but going back, taking a nice mark. It might be Semajevic.
Right, the kick from the back pocket goes down towards centre wing and diving attempt to mark, and the mark. Oh, play on the umpire called. Handball to Fapani. Fapani gives it to a teammate who kicks the ball down over the centre. Oh, the bouncing ball eludes everyone. Who gives Jamie Stewart a chance here if he can pick it up. Good pick up with the greasy ball, but he loses it. He's still battling along. He's going to about 20 metres free side. Donaldson flips it back. It's picked up here. Or kicked out towards centre wing. Socket off the ground for Corio, going in as Totten for the Leigh District side. A good play here for the Corio side by Motsert. A handball back out here to the
Hutchison.
number 11 Guernsey and Hutchison. He spears a pass across the half forward flank. The mark taken there, played on quickly, kicked down towards the forward line. Boothroyd behind this time. Ferguson takes a mark, plays on quickly, kicks the ball straight back towards centre half back. They set themselves back there. Over the heads of the players it goes. Gives the Leigh Districts a chance. They soccer it off the ground through Donaldson and out towards the wing it goes. Over the line and out of bounds.
Good effort by Ferguson to repel that attack. Playing in front. Still pretty heavy here, the rain. Boundary umpire's got the ball again. He's going to throw it in out there on that centre wing position. Robertson goes. It wasn't a great throw in. Nearly hit the boundary umpire on the head, actually. He come back with the wind. He's going to get his second go at it.
Right, 17 minutes into this, the second quarter here at the Shallow Oval as the boundary umpire brings the ball back into play. Stewart gets a big hit out from the ruck. Corio run onto the ball, but it's picked up over there for the Leigh District side by Hassett again, was it? Kicks down towards centre wing. Corio with handball, get it to Fapani. He couldn't do anything with it. They're still struggling in there. The umpire's letting it go at the moment. The ball comes out where Corio's slipping and sliding. They flip it across. Picked up here for them by McKenzie. He's kicked down to half forward and a diving mark taken there by Ogle. Plays on foolishly. Tackle from behind. Handball here for Corio where couldn't take advantage of it though through Benson. Goes to centre half forward. Truan in there. Picks the ball up. Kicks it out towards a far centre wing. Big Stewart's there. Picks it up. A high kick. A long kick down towards the forward line. Coming through Ferguson. Couldn't take the mark. But it's bottled up and we'll have a ball up at centre half forward.
Well called, Barry. While you were doing all that, we were trying to get out of the rain and we had a camera down there for a minute. We're back in action now, I think, and the umpire's going to start the play again. At centre half forward, Corio in attack. Up goes the big fella, Sotomarco, but Stewart grabs it. He kick smothered as he went to fire for the goal mouth. There's a chance to get out of defence. Oh, well played, McDowell. Fires the hand pass across. Here's a go. Picked up on a flying shot at the goal mouth by Benson. Wait on the goal umpire. I think he's got it. Barry Walker,
Yes.
He's kicked the good goal, the big fella Benson. Played by Mark McDowell to fire the hand pass to him. And they go further ahead, Corio, on the Geelong Football Umpires League scoreboard.
At the 19-minute mark of the second quarter on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock out there, Corio Village, Rockies for all your locksmithing needs. Yes, while we're waiting for the scoreboard to come up, percentage is vital for the Corio side. There's a scoreboard now, Corio 53, Leigh Districts 9 on the Geelong Football Umpires League. As I was saying, Werribee Centrals are in second position. They've got 9% better than Corio, both on 8 games. Werribee Centrals today playing Eastern Suburbs, which will be a tight game. So percentage is very vital if Corio are going to get themselves up into second spot.
Yeah, I think Mark McDowell's got them really fired up here today. He's probably told them to go for the kill. waiting on the footy to come back. They don't know how many footies they've got over there, because every time they kick a goal at that end of the ground, they have to wait quite some time. Here's good news. A big rainbow's come out here at the ground. This will cheer everyone up, especially poor old Ian Ferguson. He looked very forlorn down there waiting for the footy to come back to kick in for a point a little while ago. But the rainbow's come out. This might even help the Leigh District side get back into the game.
Right, the ball back in the centre with umpire Mutzart.
Haven't seen much of Cations today. We gave him the best player a couple of weeks ago, but he's been kept well out of it today by Warren Thompson.
The ball up she goes. Tap down here for Corio. Handball out wide. Finds a teammate in Cullen. Cullen kicks down towards centre half forward. Up they go. Hassett grabs it off the pack. He's grabbed.
Hell without the ball. Play on. Oh, lost the P in the whistle. Hassett goes in and tackles again. Comes out wide. Here's the chance. Looks like Ogle, is it on the right? Eves, it is on the right foot. But he's kicked into a team of Corio players. And going back, Matthew Cullen takes the good mark going back with the flight of the footy. He's a stocky player. Plays on the left foot. Finds his teammate in Mick O'Toole, who juggles one. Fends Craig Eves off as he takes that mark, and Mick O'Toole kicks into the forward pocket. The lead is on, but well fisted away by the defenders of Jennings. Comes back towards Hutchison. Hutchison tumbles the kick. He's tumbled. Down the ground it goes. Would have been a mark anyway because Jason Stewart was out in front, and he's going to have a shot for goal. Oh, if you don't mind, down goes Frank Papiani, courtesy of David Jolly. They're not the best of friends. In goes Donaldson. They lend a hand and adjudicate. Mark Brown goes in to assist. I think it looked worse than it was, but wait on Jason Stewart as he fires at the goals. He's hooked it right across the face. He might have scrambled a point. The goal umpire said he has. 1-2 to Jason Stewart. He's been a lively player on the forward line for the Corio side. 22 minutes gone on the Rockies' 24-hour locksmith time clock in the second quarter.
I don't think Fapani likes the close attention he's getting from Jolly. Jolly's come out of the back pocket to follow him around the ground, and I don't think he likes the matchup.
You couldn't get any closer attention than he got that time, Barry. That was as close. That's contact. That's very close. Ian Ferguson at full back. The sun's come out now. We've got all the seasons in one here. It's a shocking kick. Stewart goes down, couldn't mark. Thumps the ball out. Here's the chance for Hutchison to fire a hand pass across to his teammate who kicks the ball forward, Thompson. But it's only a short kick into the pocket. Close to the boundary line. They charge in after it. In there too is Daryl McKenzie. Chance coming back onto the play. Oh, dived underneath it did Brown. Play on the call. Can they get away with it out of defence? No. They can't because the kick goes only as far
as Thompson. Thompson kicks to Big Stewart, bends over, picks it up, shrugs one tackle, kicks the ball down towards the half-forward line. Out they come from defence. Leigh Districts, they're very hesitant. A handball over the top there by Hilda, goes nowhere. Dyer going through, gives it back to Hassett. Hassett shrugs off an attack, playing well on half-back flank, kicks the ball down towards the centre of the ground. Over the heads of the players, McCone's going to be first onto it, leading Lionel Harvey, a merry dance over there. McCone kicks the ball down towards the forward line. Good play for Pani, got rid of Jolly. Over the back of the pack it goes. A handball to Fapani now. Dodges around. Oh, good play. Jolly nearly picked him up, but he didn't. Good pass too. Beautiful play. Great the mark's taken that centre half forward by Hutchison.
Yes, you call. Great play from Frank Papiani there. Got rid of Jolly in the first instance, and by golly, he was lucky Jolly never got rid of him in the second instance. But he found his teammate in Hutchison, and Hutchison will certainly score from here. He's only 25 metres out from goal, directly in front. Greg Hutchison puts it on the boot. Oh, he's only just made that. Might be touched through.
Very, very casual.
Not a good kick at all that time by Greg Hutchison.
I think he thought he just had to take 2 steps and...
Might have tried to steer that one and not put the foot right into it, Barry.
He did. He only took 2 steps and just laid back on it and chipped it in and never made the distance. Ferguson now from full back, kicks out towards the half-back line. Up they go. Over the back of the pack it goes. Jolly first onto the ball. Fapani after him, grabs him. Missed kick by Jolly on the half-back line there. There he's in at the bottom of the pack. Comes out the Big Stewart. He's getting that tied. He kicks a submarine one. Picked up here and a shocking kick for goal by Craig Benson. Had all the time in the world. Over the line it goes on the full and a free kick to be taken by Ferguson.
Looks like it might be a 2-man war out there between Jolly and Fappiani by the time the day's out. Unless Leigh Districts can get some goals quickly, that might be the only thing of interest to watching this game because Corio are playing all over them at the moment. They're far too good.
Right from full back, from the back pocket now, Ferguson taking plenty of time, going to go around the far side. Stopping and starting.
Very indecisive. Yes. Now the umpires, well, he's waving hands.
Telling him he's got to kick over the mark. He's only got one way to go, and it's around the far side. Plays on now. Kicks.
He's still not happy. Now,
No, he's got to see. He's cut in, and he can't.
well, interesting one. I would have thought once he runs off the mark, it's play on.
Yeah, but it's gone out on the full. Now he's right.
Well, happily, Ian Ferguson gets this kick away, and he kicks the ball up the half. Out goes Stewart and takes another mark. Easy as you like. Big Stewart had a fair bit of the footy today. Taking his time.
Just for the viewer's sake, this is Mark. The other one's Jamie.
Ooh, Mark unloads a big kick. Deep torpedo into the goal square, and there's a mark taken down here.
By Jamie.
By Jason.
Jason Stewart.
They both play very well. He's on a very acute angle, Jason Stewart. Wouldn't be surprised if he ran around and tried the banana kick here. He does. Tries the banana kick. The goal umpire runs forward and says it's a beauty. Oh, it's nearly a beauty. It's 1 point only.
The goal umpire got you.
He got me, and so did all the car horns were tooting as well. I wasn't going to pay that one, but Jason Stewart kicks his third behind. 1 goal, 3 on the board as his personal tally. And we've played 26 minutes into the second quarter on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock.
Right, the kicking for full-back finds Hassett in the half-back line. He's kicked down towards centre wing, finds Eves. Eves over the top to Jolly. Jolly now from centre wing. Oh, shocking kick. It goes to centre half forward. Picked up here for Leigh Districts by Kennedy. Kennedy's handball is intercepted by McDowell. He kicks back towards the centre. Oh, Roweth. He went without the ball, and it's coming through strongly there for the Leigh District side is Jennings. He gets it down towards half forward towards Ogle. He's bumped off the ball. Picked up for Corio by Mackenzie. Mackenzie goes out wide, and a good mark taken over there on the centre wing for Leigh Districts by Donaldson.
Gee, that range made it slippery in the centre. I see Roweth trying to hold his feet there and looked like he was on ice. Here's Donaldson. Kicks the ball from centre wing towards centre half forward. Whoa. Up goes Big Robertson. Couldn't mark. Dives in on top of the footy. Backing up well did the big fella. It's still in the pack there. Can they get it away? They can. Through the agency, Corio get it out wide. Here's a chance for McCone. He's ridden into the ground. Diving in on top, but there might have been Jennings. And we'll have a boundary throw in on the far side of the ground, just slightly in Leigh District's attacking zone. Stewart doing battle in the ruck with the big fella in Robertson. Neither play gets the decisive hit down. It goes close to the boundary line. And we're going to have another throw in, probably 10 metres further around.
At the 27-minute marker, this is the second quarter. Boundary umpire to bring the ball back into play. Stewart and Robinson, up they go. Robinson brings it to turf, picked up here and kicked forward there for the Leigh District side by Hilda. Down towards a pocket, a scramble of players down there, and the umpire will be forced to move in and ball it up. Difference in the forward lines too. Leigh District struggle once it gets to half forward, whereas when Corio go forward, at least they're creative in making space. Up the ball goes. Stewart's in there. Double hands it down. It's picked up by McCone. A high kick back towards centre half back. Oh, running with the flight of the ball was Ogle. Couldn't take it. Thump further forward for Corio, where we see it's socket off the ground there. Picked up here by Ogle. No, not Ogle. It was DeMarco. Gets it across to a teammate. Kicks the ball towards the centre. He's got Eves. Oh, Eves misses what he should have taken. Bends over, picks the ball up, shrugs one tackle. Should go straight down the centre. A little chip kick down to half forward. Totten couldn't take advantage of it. Oh, coming through strongly there. McDowell is it. He kicks it back towards the centre of the ground. Players hesitant there in the centre. It's tapped out here where Hassett picks it up. His kick smothered. Up they go again. Hassett gets a fist to it. Comes out where Cations is first onto the ball. He overruns it. Putting his body in there nicely for the Corio side was Mackenzie. Gets it out where O'Toole can't pick the ball up. It's like a block of soap at the moment as players scramble. The umpire's going to be forced to move in and ball it up as Jolly gets it out, but he was too late, and umpire Mutzart will ball it up.
Jolly and Frank Foppiani on the bottom of that pack, having a bit of a talk there. Up they go. Stewart actually won the hit down. Here's the chance for coming away. Mackenzie of Corio. Intercepted here. Kick off the ground by Jennings. Doesn't gain much distance for the Leigh District side. A real scramble now as the ball's got very slippery on this turf. Handball comes out towards the run of Cations, and Neil Cations kicks it off the ground. It's pulled high as he kicked it off the ground, and the free kick going against Mark McDowell. He shakes his head, says, I don't think that was on. It was there, I think. A little bit technical, but I think it was right, Barry.
Right now he hasn't got much forward as Big Stewart goes back towards centre half back to kick across that area. Up they go over the back of the pack. It's all Corio. Picked up here by Mutzert. His kick out here finds O'Toole. O'Toole now dodges around the tackle. Plays on quickly. kicks the ball down towards half forward, and he's got a teammate back there who takes a mark on his chest, and Darryl McKenzie playing quite well. He kicks on quickly and finds Boyles down on the half forward line. Now Boyles should go straight across towards the centre. He's got a player running down there, but the umpire's moving across and make sure he kicks over the mark. Boyles from half forward. Comes in with the drop punt. A good kick down towards the goal line, but not straight enough. 1 point is the result.
Yeah, 1 goal through to Philip Boyle. Bit off target. Out of Jason Stewart, 1 goal through. They could have been a lot further in front, I believe, Corio, than what they are. But they've still got a big break at the 30-minute mark of the second quarter as Ian Ferguson kicks it in short to the run of Jennings, and Jennings marks in the back pocket. Boothroyd just knocking the ball away there. Jennings wanting to play on at all costs, runs around, gets a short kick on the left foot, wasn't a good one at all, but it lands in the arms of Jolly, and Jolly's able to stream away from half back with a right foot kick, and the mark taken by Darryl Sotomarco. Here comes Sotomarco, kicks it across towards the centre. There's no one there at all, except going back might have been Cullen, was it? Dropped the mark. Out of the fence they come through McCone, kicks on the right foot, not a particularly good kick, but it's bouncing into half forward. Coming out to meet the ball might have been Kennedy, picked up by Roweth, was it? Across the ground he goes, the 200 game player Dyer. He was 1 out against 3. Dropped the mark. Great tackle by Dyer. Great tackle again by Cations.
Siren.
And there's the siren for half-time. 31 minutes that quarter went on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock. And it's been all Corio in this game so far, although I believe that Mark McDowell might give them a roasting at half-time because they should be further in front, Barry.
Yes, they should be. Leigh Districts have made plenty of mistakes here this afternoon. Their passing hasn't been anywhere near spot on, but they've struggled all day across the half-forward line. Good defensive play by Corio, and when Corio go forward, they've got the options of Boyles at centre half-forward, Big Stewart going down there, Boothroyd at full forward, and Darryl McKenzie playing a great game down on their forward line.
Yeah, he played well, that quarter, McKenzie, and so too did Mick O'Toole. He got right into the game there and gave them plenty of options.
That quarter was proudly brought to you by the Geelong Football Umpires League through the eyes of guest camera here this afternoon. And the halftime scoreboard, if the director has got it up, yes he has, sees Corio 8 goals, 10-58. Leigh Districts 1 goal, 3-9. We'll take a short break and be back for that third and vital quarter here this afternoon at the Shell Oval. And we'll just have to see whether Leigh Districts can get themselves together and do a little bit better in the second half.